Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel. My name is Alexandra and I'm your community manager. Hey Tony!
What's up?
Tony is also our community manager. So we are here today to get live with interview with RA1D captain. So RA1D is World Blitz Twister Cup. And now we are going to ask some questions. So before we are starting, let's show you the video of their visit card.
But before we start, should we talk about the contest, the giveaway?
Oh,
Or
we'll
after
have
the
a
video?
giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Tony, what is our giveaway today?
So it's quite simple. Just ask a question to Drizzle.
Yep.
And don't forget to put your nickname and region.
Okay.
So the best questions, we're going to read them aloud. You're going to hear the answer. And you're also going to get 3 days of premium account.
3 days of premium account. So post your questions to Drizzle, post your nickname and region. And Tony will read our live chat on YouTube, and then the most interesting questions, the best questions will be read out loud, and you'll get prizes, 3 days of premium account.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's good, why not? So, let's start with our video. Hey Drizzle!
What's up?
Hello.
Nice to see you again. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
nice to meet you. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. What about you guys?
Oh, we're just great and so happy to see you again. So Drizzle, we'll have a short interview with you today and ask some questions about you, about your personal life, about your clan life, and of course about Blitz Twister Cup powered by SanDisk. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Drizzle, could you please just tell us a bit about yourself? What's your real name? How old are you?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Jan. I'm 20 years old and I live in Germany, near to the border to the Netherlands. Currently, I'm studying computer science in my local city, which is actually pretty fun. I like it a lot. I also like to do sports. I'm in a club for trampoline, and I also enjoy going to the swimming pool. And yeah, playing Blitz.
Oh, playing
a lot.
Blitz. Yeah, so you have quite interesting life. Thank you. Okay, and Drizzle, do you live with your family or with your girlfriend?
I'm currently still living with my parents. It's quite useful because the city where we live, we also have our university, so it's quite easy to stay.
Okay, and Drizzle, what do your parents think about your hobby?
About your esport career, I'd say.
Yeah.
But they're pretty interested in it.
Okay.
They asked me a lot of questions the last few days, and they all looked the finals, of course. I got
your
so
family
many
support
good words
you?
from them. Yeah, they really do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some of them even started playing Blitz because of this, which I enjoy
Wow.
quite a lot.
Nice.
That's a deal.
Yeah, great. So, Drizzle, how long have you played World of Tanks Blitz?
Oh, it's been a long time. Close to 3 years, meanwhile.
Oh.
I started shortly after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I actually got to know the game due to my brothers. They showed me the game, and I was super interested in it from the beginning.
I would
And
like
yeah,
to say
just-
thank you to your brother.
Indeed. They still play it today.
Oh, nice. It's like family business.
Family hobby, family
kind
Family
of.
hobby,
You
yeah.
could call it like that.
Okay. Thank you, Drizzle. Very interesting. We are glad to know you a little bit better. So, what about your clan? Your clan name is RA1D. Could you just tell us a bit about the name's origin?
Yeah, when we founded the clan, there was the in-game pictures available to kind of modify the clan, and the coolest picture obviously was the RA1D logo. Everyone liked it a lot, so we just choose the logo first, and then we decided for the name.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's the origin of the RA1D clan.
Okay. And how many players are in the clan?
Currently, we're 22 players. We try to keep it quite small because it's gonna be a mess if there's too many people in the clan. So if you have a smaller number, it's easier to organize everyone. And it's enough, of course. We have 7 players per team,
Uh-huh.
so 22 people is definitely enough. And we also enjoy each other, so there's no need to become bigger.
Okay. And do you recruit in your clan other players?
Excuse me?
Do you recruit players in your clan? Can anyone be the part of such legendary clan as RA1D?
if he's good enough.
Yeah, from time to time we do recruit, of course. Some people will get too busy with their real life. They will have children. They will have to move. They will have studies that are very important. So yeah, some people, when they get inactive, they leave the game, and we need new people. But
And what are
actually,
the most important, I would say, peculiarities for being a part of your clan? For example, win rate or damage rate, or the
the
number of
most
battles?
important thing, of course, is that we like each other. When someone applies, we invite them to join our Discord server, and then we will have a chat with them. So we get to know them a little bit. They can tell us about them, about their goals in the game. And the most important thing is that they will have the same goals as we do. Because RA1D is a clan that likes to play the competitive games. We want to do tournaments, and therefore everyone needs to have the same goals as we. Which means we want to win the Twister Cup basically every year.
So Drizzle is very professional. I like your answer, thank you. So, you are the captain of World Champions team. Can you share some tips on how to create and support such strong and successful team?
It's a lot of work actually. You have to organize everybody. Everybody has to be focused. You need to have a Discord server, I would recommend, because in there you can organize the trainings. You can talk with other clans and their leaders to fix the trainings. Yeah, you need to have time, of course. If you want to be professional in the game, you need to play like 2 hours daily, I would recommend. But we all enjoy the game, so it's just fun for us to play. We don't really have to play because we like to play.
Oh, that's nice. It's very important that you don't have to play, but you like what you are doing. Right, Tony?
Exactly.
Completely agreed.
Completely agreed. During the map draw on Blitz Twister Cup, you have picked Castile and Yamata Harbor, right?
Exactly.
And Drizzle, what's your favorite maps to play in random battles?
Oh, definitely Castilla.
Castilla?
I like the... It really is. I like the older maps, like the old Malinovka, for example, was pretty cool. The old Mines maps was pretty cool. I like the maps that are not that symmetrically. I know it's hard to balance them, but if you do a good job in balancing them, these maps become the most fun to play because there's more options. It's not so mirrored to each other. So I like those maps like Castilla. Yeah.
So actually you were lucky enough with the maps that you have chosen and you have picked, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, nice to hear it. Okay, and
maybe we should take some questions from the YouTube chat. Yeah, of course.
Are you ready, Drizzle, to answer some random questions?
Let's start from the simple ones. So, our players are asking, what's your favorite tank? Or maybe several tanks?
I like my mouse. I really like my mouse. It's a German, tough, heavy tank. You can just drive forward into the enemies and most people will just bounce on you if you angle correctly. So I'm actually a guy that likes to support his team by investing his own hit points if it's the right moment to do so. Especially in Clan Wars, it's really important to know when you need to invest your HP, so your hit points. And then if you have invested your HP, you need also to be able to stay alive. And Mouse is really a great tank to stay alive, obviously, due to the great armor.
But
so is it only heavy tanks, maybe medium tanks, or do you prefer heavies?
I personally really prefer heavies, and also in Clan Wars we try to... Excuse me?
German nation, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, really. Heavy tanks are all fine.
That's
also in the Clan Wars we try to let everybody play the tanks he likes, so if you have to play a tank in the Clan Wars that you don't like, you won't be playing it that good. If you could also play medium, for example, if you like to play mediums. So we try to match that a little bit.
Yeah, true. Any other questions, Tony?
Not for now. Yeah, I think you can continue.
I can continue. Thank you very much. So, Drizzle, is it true that you trained a lot during the preparations for Blitz Twister Cup?
Yeah, we trained basically every day. We tried to organize as many people as we could. We would have a poll every day to see how many people we would get. And if it's not enough, we would also try to get like others to help us so that everyone has the maximum of training possible. Because we were so focused this time to actually bring it to the Europe region again. So we just invested all the time and it was worth it in the end.
How was it? Did you meet with your teammates or it was just online?
Trains?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Let's repeat the question.
Yeah, sorry, I have some internet connection issues. So, how was your trainings? Did you meet with your teammates or it was online?
Yeah. Our trainings were all online. We live in various cities in Germany, so we meet in Discord, which is our voice communication program. And then we meet in the game, in the training rooms, and we played a lot against Legion and R2K. At this point, I wanna give them a big thanks, especially to Legion, which have been close friends with Raid for basically start of the clans. Also big thanks to R2K, which helped us very lot to train in the latest time of the offline Blitz Twister Cup.
Okay, well, can thank you them as well, right, Tony?
Sure.
Okay.
So what's next?
Drizzle, when you were in Minsk, did you train with some teams that participated in Blitz Twister Cup or no?
Yeah, we did.
With who?
We like to train against the promo guys.
Promo guys, okay.
The NA region. Yeah, they were so fun to hang out with, and we really had fun in the training. It was not that serious, so we just tried to have fun. We drove like 7 Death Stars or 7 Mouses against each other and just had fun. It was a great time we had in Minsk, of course.
Can you imagine 7 Death Stars?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So did you actually like Minsk?
Oh, it was super cool. I really would like to visit Minsk again. I liked it so a lot. The food was great. The city is very beautiful. I like the way they structured the city. And all in all, it was such a great experience to be there.
Happy to hear that. Thank you, Drizzle.
And can I ask a question from me? Is it fine?
Of course, but you won't have 3 days of premium account. Is it okay?
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay.
So, which team did you consider the strongest opponent on your way to success?
It's a hard question. I think the Russian teams are the ones that will get the most competition on their server because they have the most people playing. So we assumed it to be very hard to be successful on the Russian server. That's why we trained a lot against them, I would say. We tried to adapt to their playstyle, see how they play, how it would be in favor for us. We also tried to analyze the and we think that the Russian server is actually that they like their medium tanks a lot. So we tried to keep the fights on the heavy maps.
Okay. And how do you think? Were you lucky to be in the group B?
I think this was very lucky, yeah. We kind of prayed for it.
Okay.
I still believe in you, and I think that result would be the same if you would be in Group A. But okay, we already know the result. Any questions from our live chat, Tony?
We have some, but we'll ask them later when we move to the Twister itself, to the battles, to that grill epic strategy.
And I have one more question regarding your clan, regarding your team. So, judging by your games and results, we can see that you're a very strong and really disciplined team. Are there any points that you like to improve in future? Or you're just perfect as you are?
Now
we are slightly weak points.
Yeah, there's always something we can improve on. I think we still have problems with keeping everybody alive. Sometimes people do mistakes, and then it's very important to react to not let the enemy take full advantage of this mistake. So sometimes if people do a mistake and they will get killed, we need to react faster because our reactions are usually a bit slower because we communicate with each other and it takes just a long time to make a decision altogether. And this is something we really need to improve on.
Okay, great. Thank you. It's clear for me. Tony, what would we improve in our communication, in our dream team?
I think we can work something out
Okay.
in future.
So we have one video from our Blitz Twister Cup, and Drizzle, this video is of the video of the battle when you lose. Actually, it was
the only battle you lose against Ventura. Yeah. So what can you tell us about it? How did that happen? Why did you lose that particular battle?
Was there some mistakes made, or what has happened?
Desert Sands is a map that I can't even get word how bad we are on that. So basically,
Drizzle, just wait a second, please. And we have some internet connection issues, and I can not hear you. Can you say something, please?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay,
no, it's better.
It's better now. Yeah. Could you please just repeat one more time what you have said?
Yeah, of course. The thing is, I can't even explain how bad we are on this map. As soon as Ace Ventura picked it, we know it's gonna be very likely to be loose. So we just decided to make a straight push with tank to the cap at the heavy side of the map. And when we didn't find Ace Ventura there, we were like having a little conversation and just said, okay, we're gonna rush whoever we see first, and with the IS first, so we just straight up rushed him.
Okay.
And
but were you disappointed or not?
not really, because we knew from the start that we're really not that strong on that map. It's probably the worst map us. So it was not hard to us to lose this map.
So you were kind of prepared for the lose at that particular map, as far as I understand.
Exactly. We did expect it, honestly.
Okay. And Drizzle, how the decisions concerning tactics, clan life, and etc. being made?
The most important decisions, obviously, are made by leaders of the clan. We try to keep a strong bond with everybody, so everyone is allowed to share their opinion and everyone is going to be here. So it's just a leader role to be responsible for the organization, I would say, but everyone is an equal individual in our clan.
Okay, because I'm asking just because I know that you don't have like a captain in your team. So all the decisions are made by the whole team.
Exactly.
Oh, it's true.
So is the commander role just a formality for us?
Just to make
I'm just
interviews and
representing my
etc.
team.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And so you lose the battle because of the strong Ace Ventura strategy, right?
Yeah, of course. We just had no real good strategy on the map, and I actually liked the strategy of Ace Ventura. They had 2 heavy tanks for the decap of the base B. They had a lot of mediums with a very accurate gun, so they could farm us as soon as we tried to either cap the B cap or try to push anyone. And when we pushed the heavy tanks, it was 2 IS-4 tanks, which are basically the mouse tanks of the Russian. So it just took too long for us to kill the IS-4s.
Okay, so Tony, you have any questions?
We have most of the questions about that epic grill position. So shall we move to it?
I think yes.
Yeah, why not?
Drizzle, Blitz Twister Cup. First of all, I want to congratulate you one more time. You're the best. You're not the best just in Europe or in any particular region, but you are the world champions.
That sounds
awesome. Really great. I'm so proud of you. You did really great job and you really deserve it. So congratulations again to you and to your team. Great job, guys. Are you going to participate in our future
tournaments, activities, etc.?
Yeah, thank you for the grand congratulations. And yeah, of course, we will definitely be playing more tournaments and esport events of World of Tanks Blitz because we had so much fun this time and we don't want to miss it out in the future.
Oh, I'm happy to hear it and hope to see you in our future tournaments. So, I think that now we can show our watchers that epic moment from a final. Drizzle, do you remember your feelings during the final?
Yeah, I do.
Could you share it with us?
Yeah, I would like to start a little bit earlier when we had the group stage. I think before the very first match, all of us were quite nervous. But after we finished the first map, or even in the first fight, we were suddenly feeling that all our preparations and the hard work and all the training was worth it, and we are just ready to do it this time. So after that, we really became very calm, and I think that feeling kept during the whole day. So even in the finals, we were pretty calm, just enjoying the time, and actually we were pretty confident.
Like real
so maybe that's the secret of their success, to be calm, to be confident, to believe in yourselves.
But I think that the secret is just to play good. Am I mistaken, Tony?
I think every team that got it to the Twister Cup, they played good.
They played perfect.
But there are something more, something above. Not only playing good, but
something
being confident.
From you, yeah, being
very
confident,
important.
Right. So again, you did great job. So regarding your legendary battle with Grill, how did you come up with it?
The idea is actually a lot older. I think first we did it in the spring season this year against R2K. The idea was was initially made by Toby 180 and XXJPXX. And when they came up with it, everyone was like, okay, that's crazy, but we will definitely try it out. Because R2K was always so strong on this map, and we had to come up with something really crazy to beat them there. And yeah, we tried it out. It worked perfectly fine. And since then, we just like to keep it as a small secret, but we know it's gonna work. And we also tried it several times in the final trainings before the offline finals. And usually it was just very successful and a hard thing counter. So we thought, yeah, we're gonna stick with it.
Okay, Drizzle, but you spent so much time. Did you realize the risk?
Yeah, actually we have this question from one of our watchers, and he is very interested. What happened if this strategy wouldn't have worked out? If you failed to put Grill on that position, what would happen next? Do you have some plan B, backup plan, in case you failed to put him there?
I think the whole strategy was really focused on getting the Grill up there. I think we would have even tried to push it until 3 minutes or so if the enemy wasn't pushing. So yeah, the only way to really counter this is, I think, if you play aggressive from the start, because we have 4 tanks that are kind of isolated.
Yeah, you have only 3 tanks to distract enemy while you're working on Grill.
Working on Grill, right.
A little advantage that we try to keep is that the tanks that are holding the enemies are quite far in the back. So we have a lot of time to react. Our tanks are hull down, so it's a hard time for the enemy to actually do damage until we turn. But of course, it's still a risk. It's always a risk to have so many tanks away from the actual battle or the actual fight.
Okay, so we can say that Blitz Twister Cup is all about the risk.
Oh yes.
Okay, and that was really great job, and everyone in our studio, our video team was like, wow, what are they doing? So it was really very exciting. Really great job. So,
thank you.
Drizzle, I have one question. In case you faced another team in the final, would the result be the same? Would you use the same strategies? Would you just play the same?
I think it's really depending on the meta on the server, because we found when we watched the games of the other servers is that the NA server is pretty similar to how we played on the EU server. Meanwhile, the Russian teams, as I earlier said, they really like the medium tanks. They like to do the fast and aggressive pushes, and then they come from the side with their mediums. So that's really something that's kind of dangerous for us, because we like to play defensive. We get into strong positions with our heavy tanks, we hold and we wait for the enemy to do mistakes. But if they come very fast and aggressive to us, we sometimes have problems of holding one side, because we won't get over there from the other side in time. So I think it would have made a difference, yes. Especially if we would have played against C4. I think they are very, very strong.
Yes.
They have great reactions, and I was really impressed when I watched them play, how well they share their hit points. Because sometimes you see it just like everyone is losing the same amount, and you have one guy on 1000 HP, and 30
So
seconds
you don't
later,
know who to
everyone is-
focus, which tank you should
They're
keep
so
aiming
strong.
at.
So
Yes.
strong and distracting, yes.
Okay. And Drizzle, maybe you know the reason why C4 actually lose in the battle with Ace Ventura.
That's hard to tell, actually. It's really hard to tell.
Did you mention
Just
some
your opinion.
errors they have made or whatever?
I think it was just personal issues, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think sometimes a tank did a move that wasn't that good for the team, but seemed to be quite rewarding in the individual vision of the tank. But I honestly can't tell why it came to this result.
I think we should ask this question to C4 team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe some questions from the chat.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what do you do to inspire your team? Like being a leader, what do you do to inspire your teammates? Maybe some secrets, tips.
They win Blitz Twister Cup.
I think we
Besides-
just try to stay motivated and had a lot of fun. I think that's basically the key. Me being the leader, as I said, it's just a formality. Leaders do the organization stuff, but everyone has the right to share their opinion. And also everyone is responsible for his own motivation and the motivation of his team members. So we try to keep a positive attitude and just...
Drizzle, sounds like you have just a perfect team, like an ideal one.
Seems like.
Actually, they have. They are just ideal.
And we have the next question. What is the age range of your perfect team? It's a question from Captain44 from North America. Age range, like who is the youngest,
yeah.
who is the oldest?
The youngest guy in our clan is probably... Is it Messi? I think it is him.
Messi is the
Messi is the
youngest.
youngest.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the most
I think so.
famous one.
Yeah.
Of course he is. And the oldest one is probably Super Schnitzelkönig. Meanwhile, he's only called Schnitzel. He already has a son, and
Oh.
he's a pretty cool old guy. Well,
Pretty
not that
cool.
old, obviously.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
but
can
he's
say
the
hello to
oldest
him and
of
his
all,
son.
yeah.
Okay, we have one more question from Bigiter from NA server, and I think it's a question from a pro player.
Okay.
Do you set tactics and stick to them, or do you use reactionary tactics during the battle, or do you use both? Like fixed tactics, sorry,
Tactics. Okay.
or reactionary tactics, or both?
No, we really like to keep our tactics clear. So everyone has their job, everyone knows what to do. And we also try to create tactics that are kind of, they allow us to react on every situation. When we create tactics, we think about everything that might counter this tactic. And then we also create some counter for the counter of our tactic.
Drizzle, do you have some secret tactic that no one
No,
I think
knows?
you won't share, even if they have.
The only answer I need is just yes or no. So do you?
we definitely do have another secret tactics, but I obviously won't tell it right now. We're gonna keep it for the future.
And
Okay,
that's
for
the
next
right
Blitz
answer.
Twister Cup.
Maybe.
Okay. So, any other questions from our
Yeah,
players?
of course. Does each player pick their favorite tank, or do you pick tanks according to the map, to your strategy, whatever?
Nice question.
The tanks are obviously made for the strategy. We think about the tank role. So if we need someone that has a great view range, we like to stick with our bad shots. If we need to hold the side, we're gonna pick a mouse or an IS-4. But then after the tanks are clear, we ask everyone, which tank would you like to play? Because also, as I said earlier, someone needs to like his tank he's playing to be actually performing good in it. So I like my IS-4 a lot, I like my mouse a lot, so that's why I will play mouses and IS-4s if we have them in the strategy. Also Messi, he likes to play his tank destroys, he will do our tank destroys. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we see what like Messi. So, do you have any other questions?
I think that's all for now. So, any other questions from our list?
Actually, yes. Drizzle, I have one more interesting question. How are you going to spend the reward? So
If
your
it's
price,
not a secret.
If it's not a secret, actually, yes. So the price is $50,000. That's actually not
Not bad.
not small money.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad. So do you have any plans? Can you share it with us?
Yeah, the money is actually spread it even under all 7 players. And
That's fair.
for my part, I'm going to invest the money. I'm not sure in what exactly right now, but I'm not the guy that likes to spend all this money he gets. So I would like to keep it for later, just invest it for now.
That's a smart
Yeah.
attitude, I'd
Yeah,
say.
sure. And maybe you want to buy a new device?
I already bought a new device for the offline finals. I think my old
Congratulations.
iPad 4. Yeah, thank you. My old iPad 4, it was capable of running the game, but it was sometimes a little bit laggy. So I decided for the offline finals, I really need a new device, and I got one for it. Yeah,
So actually you play it on your new device.
exactly.
Was it comfortable? Or you need time to...
I had like 2 weeks to get used to it, which was quite enough because the tablets were both quite even in their size, so it was not that much of a
Yeah.
big deal.
I get.
Okay, one more question. What
Interesting.
are your plans for the future? Like your personally and the whole team?
Oh, I got a lot of plans for myself. I wanna keep study. I wanna obviously get good grades. So before the Twister Cup, I spent a lot of time into the game. So after it, right now, I wanna focus fully on my study. And also I have plans for my trampoline. I wanna do and learn a new cool tricks. And yeah, my team, I think, and we as a community would like to play esports in the future. And yeah, just play the game.
Drizzle, do you have a girlfriend?
I do, yeah.
And what
I
does she...
would like to greet her.
What does she think about your sport activity?
When we first met, I directly told her that I play a video game and I will keep playing it 2 evenings in the week. She was a little bit disappointed, but in the end she agreed, and now she's kind of proud of me for winning the Twister Cup. So she's fine with it now, yeah.
Okay, and what's her name?
Christina.
Christina. And does Christina play Blitz?
Nah, she doesn't.
Oh,
It's
why
not
not?
her game.
She must play. Christina, join us.
Yeah, she likes other games, but she liked to tell me a little bit of Russian words. So I was prepared when I got to Minsk. She told me a little bit of the
Yeah,
Russian
I
language.
remember you were just very prepared. Oh, nice. So, Christina, stay strong. You have very good boyfriend. World champion, I would say. Yeah, and hello. So, Tony, any other questions from...
I think one more question. It's a
Okay.
bit provocative.
Oh, I
but
like these questions.
which player from your clan do you consider to be the best?
You can say myself.
Besides
like
yourself,
the
yeah.
best in clan wars
Yeah.
or in
Yeah,
random
in your clan,
battles?
who is the strongest player in your clan? Is there any at all?
I think in clan wars it's kind of hard to tell who's the best player. I mean, after the battle you got the results and you see, okay, this guy has much damage, this guy has not that much damage. But in the end, it's not all about the damage you deal.
Of course.
Yeah.
Usually, the tank destroyers will make the most damage, at least for us, because we try to hold with the heavy tanks, distract with their mediums, and then the TDs just keeps farming the enemies. But it's, I wouldn't say an easy job, but with the TDs you have a great penetration and you just farm and the team members are presenting you the enemies. Also with the heavy tanks you try to hold sides. Your skill must be very focused on survival, on sharing your hit points. Then again with the medium tanks you need to be able to flank around to get the spots, which is actually very, very hard. To give your tank destroyers the spots on the enemy team without being hit. So, in my opinion, I would say the best players in our team are usually the guys that play the bad sheds, that play the medium tanks, because those are the really hard tanks to play in the clan war.
They're very skill dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah, really skill dependent. Not for me.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Let's
this is
not
true.
mention it.
I'm okay with it. I'm not the perfect player. So any other questions from our live
I
chat?
think that's all for
Okay.
now. That's all for interesting questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You said it? Oh, come
maybe.
on, Tony. So, Drizzle, being a very experienced player with great skills, can you give some tips on how to achieve your level?
Like not tournament
I
player, but
think-
random player.
Random player.
I think I'm just lucky that I play this game in such a long time. I mean, I don't play that much every day, but I just have the advantage of having played so many, which obviously give me experience. I would say if you like to get good in random battles, you should try to find a community like we have in Germany. We have a so-called PS3, which is a project by the German community contributor. He's trying to build a very strong community, likes to help each other, and also gives some things. And we're currently working also on a program where the better player, try to train the little not so good players. And if you want to become good, find a community like this, and you will be taught to get better and always try to do better. You will learn from them, and that's also how I became good. Basically, when I started the game, I was not that good, and I just searched for players that could play very good and teach me.
Okay, Drizzle. And do you think that girls play just the same as boys? You have your family.
I'm sorry.
No
my
problem.
brother's-
No problem, we understand. So the question is, do you think that girls can play equal as boys?
Or maybe
As
better.
as good as boys or better?
I think girls. There's not that many girls in the game, obviously, because tanks is not the game that usually attract girls.
Right.
But I think girls can play very good. I actually know a few girls that have great statistics, and it's just a matter of how they like the game, I would say. Because girls, obviously, they like to have communication and cute things. And are not so focused on the tanks. Like, obviously, tanks are for guys, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, I understand. From my point of view, I'm a very emotional player, and sometimes I just come on, I just text masters, and I think that's my problem. I think that men are more quiet and they
Not
think a
always.
lot.
Not always.
Is this from your point of view?
Yeah, from my very point of view. I'm not quiet player. I'm not calm player. I'm very
And Drizzle, are you calm and quiet and really just?
Even when you lose battles,
Yeah.
do you keep calm?
So you say, oh, okay, next time.
In the random battles,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think well, earlier times I got a lot of adrenaline when I was playing a really hard game. It usually it's getting lower the more time you play, but you will always have really intense fights that are very interesting, and you will have to be focused until the end. Try really hard to get your win, and it's so satisfying if you get it in the end.
So now you're just more experienced and less emotional, right?
Exactly.
That's nice. So, any other questions from our live chat?
Yeah, I think it would be the last one. Do you have any plans to create like the second clan, like an academy, some sort of, to prepare players for your
Raid
basic
school.
team? Yeah, like grade school, raid academy, or something.
No, we won't find an academy. Raid is a clan exclusively for very experienced members that play the game a lot and they already have the skill. But as I said, there's the community of our clan leader, the PS13 server. You can join there and you will get really great help. We will have videos for you teaching you how to play the game. There's also people who will be out for a ride.
Okay, Drizzle, I will watch all your videos. I need it.
I'm not sure it will help you, but still,
Oh,
who
come on,
knows?
sorry. I still have the time. I will see. I will.
Okay, you're not that
play.
bad. Let's say so.
That bad? Okay, Tony.
Not that bad.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the last question from
Yep.
our live chat, right?
Yep.
And I also don't have any questions. So, Drizzle, thank you so much for coming to our live interview. It was really a pleasure to talk with you, to ask questions. Thank you for your sincere answers. I hope sincere. That they were sincere. Tony?
Yeah, that was quite an experience. Thank you for coming. And I hope to see you like on some more occasions, maybe next Twister or something else. So thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you two guys for the great interview. I enjoyed it. Also thanks to Wargaming for making this great game and for the great events, for the great tournaments. Also, obviously, thanks for SanDisk for the sponsoring. And I personally want to thank a few people because we got really nice t-shirts.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have been designed from the PS13. Neos and Hasso made the design. There was a little contest on who does the best design. Yeah, it will be chosen. Also thanks to Bengens from WoT. He did a lot of the sponsoring for the t-shirts. And yeah, that's it for now.
So you
Thank
have
you.
really great team and great friends.
And great t-shirts.
Yeah.
And great t-shirts, right? I want the same. So Drizzle, congratulations one more time. Thank you for your warm words. We'll improve, we'll do our best to make this game even better. Thank you so much. See you.
Thank
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Tony.
So, are we still online?
Yeah, we're still online.
So, as for our giveaway, I think we're going to post the nicknames of the question authors, and we'll have them pinned to the stream in the first comment. So
Yeah,
you'll know.
as we usually
You'll know
do.
if you win. Okay.
Okay, so did you really enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it was so much fun. I actually haven't expected it
Oh,
would be so
really?
much fun. Yeah.
Come on, Tony.
So I think we need more.
I think we need more. And it was really interesting to know such kind of information from our Drizzle.
Yeah, some tips, pros, cons.
Yeah, and Tony, I think that they really deserve this world champion name.
Yeah, they were just, for now, they're the strongest team, and I think it's quite earned.
Yeah, so they're champions.
Yep.
Yeah, great job. So friends, thank you for watching our live stream. Thank you for being with us. And thank you for your comments. See you next time.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.